Hi guys, it's Lori from Home Right. So with just a few ingredients, we're gonna go ahead and make a yellow tomato bisque. This is a super easy recipe to make. Normally I like to use fresh ingredients, but since this is the middle of winter, we're gonna use what we have. I have tons of yellow frozen tomatoes from the garden. These are both Lemon Boys and Honey Delights. I have some freeze-dried onions, some freeze-dried basil, some pesto that I made from the garden, and then just a little salt, pepper, and butter. Here's a super easy trick for peeling off the skins of the frozen tomatoes. Just put it in some water, let it sit for a little bit, and then look, the skin just peels right off. Super easy. If the tomato doesn't have a crack, it's really easy just to start one. So I'm just going ahead to cut up all these tomatoes now. I'm not too worried about cutting them in too small of pieces, only because I will end up using the immersion blender. At this time you can go ahead and core out any tomatoes if you want. Okay, I'm starting off with 2 tablespoons of butter. Okay, while that butter is melting, I'm going to add in 3 cups of my onions that were freeze-dried. I'm actually going to add a cup of water to kind of reconstitute it, kind of all at the same time. Slowly let those onions kind of absorb that extra water in there. Okay, now that the water has basically kind of cooked off, I'm going to go ahead and add the tomatoes. Beautiful. Alright, I'm just going to let this cook down for a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and add in some basil, salt, and pepper. So part of the reason why we do the freeze drying is it helps one to maintain the nutrients, the flavors, and the color in the food. As opposed to dehydrating. When you dehydrate it, you lose a lot of the nutrients and the flavors in the food. I'm going to go ahead and use my immersion blender. Alright, this soup is really turning into a nice thick bisque. It's beautiful. Alright, I'm just going to do a little taste test to see if it needs any more salt and pepper. Yep. A little bit more salt. A little more pepper. I'm going to add a little more basil. Top it off with just a tiny bit of pesto. Delicious. That is so good with the homemade bread. Oh, delicious.